Hi everybody, this is the Topic 1 video, graphing using a table for Chapter 3 on slope. So graphing using a table is not the fastest way or the easiest way, but it's the way that will always work no matter what type of function you're given. So if we look at our first problem, we're given y equals 3x minus 2. It's telling you this is a line, so let's choose x values. I like to choose negative 2 through positive 2 so we can see working with negative, 0, and positive numbers. All we're going to do, plug in those x values into the function and see what we get for y. So when I plug in negative 2 and follow the order of operations, I get negative 8. That's my value. Next, plug in negative 1. Again, got to multiply before we subtract. And our output's negative 5. We're going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the x values. And now we have 5 ordered pairs. We're going to plot all of those on our graph and connect them with a line with arrows at both ends. It's important to have arrows at the ends to show that the line does go in the other directions forever. Alright, our next function, we actually have a fraction. When the x coefficient is a fraction, select a number that is a multiple of the denominator. So again, reminder what multiple means. Any number that the number in the denominator can multiply to. So if we look at our denominator for this function, it's 2. So a multiple of 2 would be 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, any number that 2 can go into. So I'm going to choose negative 2, 0, and 2. When we plug in negative 2, we got to follow the order of operations, and then we get an output of 3. Plug in 0, that one's a little bit easier because 0 times anything is itself, so 0 plus 2 is 2. And last but not least, plug in positive 2, and we get an output of 1. So go ahead, plot those 3 points and connect them with a line with arrows at both ends. The next function is a little bit different because we've got that weird little square thing. So I'm going to choose x values, and you guys won't be expected to choose these x values for this type of function, just I want you to see the whole picture of it. So I'm going to choose 1 through 5. So when we plug in 1, it's really important that we follow the order of operations. Parentheses first, then the exponent, and then the addition. So we get an output of 5. We're going to do this for the 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we get 5 outputs, but we see 5 and 2 twice. So let's look at that when we plot those points. We get an interesting shape. I'm going to erase my work so you can see what it really looks like. So it is what we call a parabola. It's a U shape, and again we do need arrows at both ends. And these are always perfectly symmetrical. One thing that I would like you to do right now is please draw a heart next to the word table at the top of this slide where it says graphing using a table. Draw a nice heart for me next to the word table. Alright, for the U-try, you need to use at least 5 points for all of these, and I'm going to give you the 5 points for numbers 3 and 4. So use those 5, please, and then the other ones you have to choose the points on your own. That is the conclusion of this video. Thank you for playing.